Hi, I'm Shay. This is my question and answers Q&A video that a couple of people have been asking about. Few things, I will apologize. I will say a lot. I will play with my hair. Sorry, I kind of like Deadpool right now with the way I got like white right here. What else? There's going to be a loud sound coming from my computer. I can't help that. That's the fan. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm very basic whenever it comes to video skills, so if you know how to fix it, and you want to fix it, by all means, you go right at it. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking and we'll get started. My full name? My full name is Shannon Denise Rush. Call me Shay for short. Not named after anybody, just my parents really couldn't think of what to name me, and my doctor's name was Dr. Shannon. And apparently he was a good doctor. That's about it. Second question. How tall are you? I'm not very tall. I'm 5'4". It sounds kind of average in a way. I guess most women are what, 5'6" or so? Really depending, I guess, where you're from. I'm 5'4". I'm the shortest person in my family. So I hear a lot of short jokes. I get called half pint, fun size, things like that. Alright, third question. Where am I from? I'm from a small town called Greenwood, South Carolina. Well, it's kind of small. It's getting bigger. We just got a Kohl's. We've only had Starbucks for maybe, let's say, 4 years. So we're not that big, but we're getting bigger. I've been here my entire life, again, even in the same house. This house, fun fact, is the first house my father ever bought. It's the only house my father ever bought. And I spent my entire life in it. So, yeah. Alright, my dream guy would be godly. I've never had a godly relationship. That's what I want. He would be musically inclined. I like to sing and play piano. I would like it if I could have a guy, I can kind of do something with, like a song or something. It'd be awesome to, I like listening to people play. So they can play an instrument, I'll listen to them play for hours. Sense of humor. You've got to be funny. I've dated guys in the past that thought they were funny, but they weren't, and they didn't think I was very funny either. And that doesn't make for a fun relationship to me. To me, a relationship's supposed to be fun. Let's see what else. Blunt. I like being called out whenever I'm wrong, not like in a jerk sort of way, like, oh, nobody thinks you're right, you're an idiot, all that. But, if you disagree, tell me, and give me a reasoning, and I'll respect you. I just like being challenged, I guess. Tall. I like tall guys, a lot. Usually about 6 foot to 6'4". I like dark hair, almost black hair, actually. Brown eyes. Huge fan of brown eyes. And a deep voice. Not like a grizzly bear deep, but, a little bit of a, I guess you could say, baritone voice in there. I like. If you won $1 million, what would you do with it? I want to be able to say something like, give it all away to charity. But I start thinking of things like a family, and a house, in the future, and I'm like, oh gosh, I would need that money. I don't like money. I don't like having it in my hands. I don't like having it around me. Money makes people do terrible and evil things. And while I do like having it in my pocket, I don't like the stress it causes. So if I were to have $1 million, I would never want to see it. I would never want to touch it. I would want to divide it among the needy, I guess. can't really say a charity or anything because I don't really know of too many. Give it away to churches. Churches are always in need of money. People don't tithe what they should. I know I don't. So yeah, probably give it to a bunch of churches in need that are almost on the brink of being shut down. Of course, I would actually need to know what they preach, because last thing you want to do is find a church like Westboro Baptist. So yeah, I would want to give it all away. I'd never want to see it. Alright, let's see. You could be really good at something, make a lot of money doing it, and it's useless. What would I do? Man. Knit. I would knit all the time. I enjoy knitting a lot. I never finish anything though. I always start on something, but I never finish it. So I would like to knit all the time, you know? It's fun to me. I find it really exciting. It's probably the worst sentence in the world. Find knitting exciting. You make the same pattern over and over again. And in a square. You can make a t-shirt sometimes. Not a t-shirt. God, I'm an idiot. I'm just gonna stop here. Yeah, I would knit. Kids. Personally, God willing, I would like 3 to 5 kids. My mom was one of 6. My dad was one of 13. And I'm used to big families. I like being around big families. It's all I've ever known. I would like to adopt at least one. It was something God really put on my heart whenever I was on a mission trip in Guatemala. I ended up falling in love with all the children there that I worked with, and it was the hardest thing ever to leave them. And knowing I would come back to a privileged lifestyle, whereas they're just happy that someone would pay them enough attention or buy them a meal, you know, things like that. They were just glad to feel love. And I would like to give a child that kind of experience, something they would not get otherwise unless they were adopted. Alright, so this is the end for part 1. Don't get mad at me, but I just figured out how to make the volume for my voice louder without echoing anything else. I don't feel like re-recording though, so you're gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry. It'll be better tomorrow, I promise. That's whenever I'm gonna update it and put up more questions. I hope you all have a good night. I love you all, and God bless you. And just, if you need to talk about anything, you know where to find me. Bye.